The operator of Japan's Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant has completed the first test retrieval of fuel debris from one of the damaged reactors. Removal of all debris is considered the most challenging step in the decommissioning of the facility, which was devastated in the 2011 earthquake and tsunami. Tokyo Electric Power Company began experimenting with the removal of molten fuel mixed with parts of the reactor structure at the number 2 reactor in September. To do so, workers placed a pipe inside the containment vessel to grab the material from its base. Last week, the tool succeeded in retrieving several grams of debris. The debris was later taken out of the containment vessel. Radiation levels 20 centimeters from the debris were recorded at 0.2 millisieverts per hour. Now, for reference, guidance for workers at the site is to limit radiation exposure to 24 millisieverts per hour. The debris was placed in a special container just before noon on Thursday, completing the process. An estimated 880 tons of radioactive debris remains across Fukushima Daiichi's 1, 2, and 3 reactors. The plant stands in the municipalities of Okuma and Futaba. Here's what a woman who runs a restaurant in Okuma said about the test retrieval.
They have finally reached the starting line. I hope they can do that kind of work safely. That's the most important thing.
This man is an evacuee from Futaba. He's now living in another part of the prefecture.
It's a tiny amount, but there are 880 tons. It's going to take a long time. If there were no debris, more people would move back. We can't do anything unless this work is done.
Retrieval work was slated to begin in 2021, but was delayed due to technical glitches and other problems. There's hope the small amount of debris taken out will provide valuable data for large-scale removal. For more on the latest development, let's go to Aihara Ryo in NHK's Fukushima Bureau. Hello, Ryo. So what is the significance of this test retrieval in terms of the whole decommissioning process?
We can say that the decommissioning of the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant has entered a new phase. After all, this is the first time since the nuclear accident that debris has been taken out of the containment vessel. But remember, this is only a trial that's been completed. The retrieved debris is about 5 millimeters in size and weighs less than 1 gram. As you said, 880 tons of debris is estimated to be left inside reactors 1, 2, and 3, and its condition is unknown. TEPCO is still at the very beginning of the removal process. It will conduct more trial retrievals to try to get an accurate picture of the state of the debris.
And Leo, it's been 13 and a half years since the accident. Can you tell us more about the situation in Fukushima these days?
Evacuation orders in the disaster-hit area of Fukushima Prefecture were gradually lifted, and the residents have been returning. But even now, there's an area of over 300 square kilometers still designated as a difficult-to-return zone. Radiation levels are high, and entry is restricted. People's lives and the economy have yet to get back to normal. Fukushima's agriculture and fisheries industries have yet to fully recover. Radiation tests conducted on farm and seafood products show levels below limits set under strict national safety standards. but producers are still grappling with the economic impact from reputational damage. Compared it with immediately after the accident, the situation has improved, but the price of some items is below. The national average. Eliminating such damage has not been easy. In August last year, the government decided to begin releasing treated and diluted water accumulated at the plant amid strong opposition from fishers. Although market prices of seafood weren't affected after the release, there are living with the concern that if any trouble occurs during decommissioning work, it could lead to reputational damage.
So, Ryo, the retrieval of the debris is deeply connected to Fukushima's recovery.
That's right. The region's reconstruction and decommissioning of the plant are inseparable. The Japanese government and TEPCO are aiming to complete the work by 2051, but multiple setbacks have thrown that timeline into question. Whenever I speak to local residents, they say without the steady advancement of the process, there can be no proper recovery. Some have not returned because they say they can't live with peace of mind as long as the debris is still there. So it's essential that the debris be removed to restore safety of residents in the disaster-hit areas and bring those who have evacuated home. TEPCO has a major responsibility to carry out this removal, which is seen as the biggest challenge in the decommissioning process.
Thank you, Ryo. I had Ryo from NHK's Fukushima Bureau.